course, head instructor at London Grapple. Ross, of course, ADCC veteran. 2018, he won European trials and competed against JT Torres. Had a great match, a very close match with JT Torres at the ADCC Worlds. And he's not been as active competing now as I believe Ross is about 32, 33 years old. But given the opportunity to potentially win $5 grand, he thought, yeah, that's a bit of me. And what's Ross known for? A great guard, but especially really made a name for himself with his leg locks. But just a very, very experienced, very accomplished grappler.
Always amazed me every time I watch Ross grapple. He always dictates the pace of the match.
Yeah. Ceban is a multiple-time ADCC Moldova and Romanian champion. Is a massive test for him tonight as he goes against one of the biggest names in European grappling over the last 5-10 years in Ross Nicholls.
Ross on top now. Looking to pass.
And you know, I keep on banging on about it, but we are seeing in these first rounds experience versus youth very much, and you know, we saw it very much in that last match with Kuba. And I mean, when it comes to grappling IQ and experience, you will find few people who think as much during a match as Ross Nicholls does. And if he starts thinking that he can't get the submission, you better know that he knows exactly what the time is. He knows exactly when he needs to go for points. He knows exactly what he needs to do in order to get the win. But right now he's in an absolutely fantastic position, trying to put some torque on with this toe hold, switching into a knee bar here. He's trying to get the angle round. It does look a little shallow, but if he's applying it, it means he thinks that it's right.
Both those legs tied up as well. Ceban's in a bad position here.
Switching back to the toe hold, trying to put some pressure on here, and you don't see too many toe hold finishes these days, do you?
No.
Some people just let their foot snap instead.
I think nowadays it's because of the heel hooks. Everybody wants that heel hook finish rather than a good old straight ankle or a toe hold.
Well, I mean, straight ankle's making a bit of a comeback, especially with Szczynski and the shotgun footlock. Getting a little bit popular. This is a better position, but able to roll out of it is Dima. Nice extraction, and Ross looking up and is going to be very aware of the situation. He knows in just a couple of seconds points will be enacted, and at this point expect to see Ross go for sweeps, take top position. He's going to make sure that he, well, I expect that Ross will make sure that he's going to be up on points and in a comfortable position before he starts looking to attack again.
Yeah.
And possibly taking any opportunity he sees on the way to doing that. Another favourite of Ross Nicholls is that violin armbar or shoulder crunch sequences.
Just got so much stuff in his locker.
And here's the wrestle up here for Ross. Front headlock here for Dima. Ross has to be careful. You can see a switch here for Ross. I know he's been working his wrestling more over the last couple of years.
Ross has usually got a really good back defence as well, stopping and getting hooks in.
Ross looking again to wrestle up from here, try and take top position. And unable to do so. 2 minutes left in this first 6-minute round. If there's no points, it will go to a 3-minute overtime.
.90 seconds left in the match, still no score yet.
Yep.
Ross back to full guard. I think like what you said earlier on, Dan, Ross will be looking to sweep shortly, try and get some points on the board.
Yeah, we've already seen him try and wrestle up, and I expect if there's a scramble, we're going to see similar. And you've got to give props to Dima. He's doing everything right to stay in this match and everything in his power to try and get the victory here against a super experienced competitor. Ross goes for his butterfly sweep here. And there's that shoulder crunch I was telling you about, and there's the sweep attempt. Dima just doing a fantastic job of not conceding that sweep and keeping himself in this game. Just 35 seconds left in this round, and I think there's a really good chance that we're going to see this go to an overtime. And here's the thing with the overtime, Ross is not going to be able to pull guard, or he's going to give himself up a minus point.
Away,
Ross is really going to fight now for this sweep in the last couple of seconds of this round. Just 15 seconds left, and there it goes. And a little bit of frustration on the face of Nicholls as Dima just shrugs him off and maintains top position. And this is going to go to a 3-minute overtime. This is interesting now. We're going to go to overtime. And Ross is going to have to wrestle. He's not going to, or if he pulls guard, it's a massive, massive risk. More early shot attempts, and Ross, again, you know, I was telling you earlier, Gaz, Ross is a master of playing the system. He knows, I mean, I remember talking to Ross when he was competing at ADCC, and he studies the rule set. But Dima is able to take top position here. And that's not going to score anything quite yet. I believe because Ross was already in turtle position when that movement happened. So Ross has, you know, found a way of being in the position he wants without losing any points. Ross keeping a real eye on the scoreboard there, and Dima's just looking very, very comfortable, very strong in top position.
Both guys checking to make sure there's no points. 90 seconds coming up in OT.
So Ross Nicholls with after a bit of discussion with regarding the rules and that earlier transition, Ross Nicholls is down a minus point. And I'm assuming that's because must have counted as a guard pull. I'm not sure if Ross has looked up at the board since that's happened. I'm not sure if he's completely aware that he's currently losing this match. One minute left, and Dumitru Ceban is going to take this victory over Ross Nicholls. He continues to put the pressure on, and Dima looks up at the clock. He knows that he's up a minus point now, or up essentially 1 point. And I'm not sure if Ross knows.
Yes, keep working on this pass. Keep working, Dima. Great job. 30 seconds. Dima, 30 seconds. Keep pushing head against head. Push your head against his head. Open like that. Get his back flat on the floor.
Ross doing everything in his power to try and initiate a sweep attempt here. Really going for it. Just 20 seconds left.
Looks like he's going to try and wrestle for the last of this.
I mean, there's nothing else he can really do, and a big shot from Nicholls and a big defense from Dima. And Ross drives forward trying to finish this takedown, and he's unable to do it.
And that's time.
And Dumitru Ceban picks up in overtime.
That's the fucking upset, what?
Super close match. Only a
Very,
negative
very
point.
close match, yep.
Only a negative point separating them.